On those days when I'm not on the water, sometimes I still like to get out and do something. So this is the secondary sport to kayaking. This is the one that everybody says most of the kayakers' injuries come from doing this. Now, I'm not really on a trail right now. I'm just kind of running through the woods on a pseudo trail. Beautiful day. I guess it's probably in the ballpark of 60, 65 degrees. And while I have a few friends out doing something on the water, I decided I was just going to trek through the woods, rustle a few leaves, and check out a little bit of trail riding. Oh yeah. This is part of the Neuse River. I think it's the Neuse River Trail Greenway. I have to look up on that because I'm not sure. But it parallels the Neuse River pretty much most of its length. My house is not far off the Neuse River, so this is a convenient way for me to just get out, get on some trails, and have a little fun. Now this is a little interesting. Set up a fire pit. And what does this say? Looks like a sign. Teal owl. Trying to balance myself on this log. It's been a while. So this is the Neuse River. It's obviously very, very low right now. I think most all the rivers in this area are pretty low. Interesting enough, I live several hundred yards off of the Neuse River, but I have never once paddled the Neuse River. I don't know why. I know there are several log jams along the way. Those have possibly been cleared. But I may have to rethink that decision. Maybe throw Pearl over, do some little exploratory work, or even at levels like this, might decide to just take like a katana or a whitewater boat just to be able to get through it, because it does narrow up and get really shallow in places. All right, back to the trail. There's been a lot of work going on the Neuse River Greenway, or on the Neuse River Trail, whatever you want to call it. Highway 401 is directly across the Neuse River. You can see the bridge work and everything over there. You can see somebody actually on the trail. But for a long time, you couldn't get there to here. not without having to go over, cross over 401, which is 8 lanes of traffic. Not a very safe thing to do. So here recently they have been rebuilding it all to provide a connector. And now this is one of the many bridges that you see ahead of me that they have made. This is over one of the little small tributaries leading into the Neuse, but that bridge, along with several others, takes us all the way down to, I believe, Mitchell Mill Road. And then it cuts back, kind of like a hairpin turn, and goes under the bridge over Falls of the Neuse, I think. What do you say we go find out? For those who might want to know, what kind of bike do I ride? Got a Cannondale TR3, which is a Trail 3. It's a hardtail with front suspension. I had contemplated doing a soft tail, but I don't know, for what I do with it, the way I ride, I just really haven't been able to justify the expense of it. Maybe one day, but for now I'm happy with this one. Another bridge. So ahead is the 401 highway over Falls of Neuse River, and here you can see where they started building out the connector that I was talking about. So apparently now, in addition to being able to go up to Mitchell Mill Road and take the sidewalk down to this very point, you can now come right through the same trailhead I just rode on, right here, that parallels the river, and junction up here to go underneath the highway. And as you go up here, it double backs on a steel pedestrian bridge, and that steel pedestrian bridge will take you over to Horseshoe Park. Now, for whatever reason, unbeknownst to me, there is now a gate that anything two-wheeled can just make its way around this little turn. Ouch. It does look like they have been trying to discourage this, but they must understand, mountain bikers, their whole objective is to get around obstacles. Right up here. Now this is a trail that Bonnie and I will run on the bikes every so often. I'm actually going away from Horseshoe Park right now. If I were to keep going across this bridge, it would take me onto the Neuse River Trail. The Neuse River Trail in this direction goes all the way up to the dam at Falls Lake. That's about, I think, last I checked, I think it was in the ballpark of 5 miles. Don't hold me to that. I'll see if I can figure that out and get back to you. But it is a nice trail. If you're looking to just get out on some flat land, and I say flat, I mean not full of rocks and sticks and roots. Instead of calling it flat, I think I'll call it smooth, because there are still, you know, somewhat significant hills. So you just got to be ready for it. But if I kept on going, I'd go down to Horseshoe Park. I've actually tried to fly my drone out this way, and have been actively stopped by the park rangers. Now, at the time I was flying, I was a novice. And being a novice, I was not aware that you could not fly a drone in parks. Nothing happened, no tickets, just a warning. All right, back, going the same direction I came from. I really like these bridges that they've done. Before these bridges, you had to cross these little creek beds. From a mountain biker standpoint, that's pretty cool, because you just drop it in a lower gear and you just pull a climb. There should be a cutback up here to the left. I don't know if this is exactly a trail or not, but I know I've come down this way before. I should be seeing that path. I think this is it. All right, this little maintenance path will take me right to the trailhead. And I am at the trailhead. Good water. If you look back there, you can see a little channel I came up on. I just have to ride the asphalt through this subdivision a little bit further, and then I'll be on my way to the house. Lord, I have gone through something that's just laden me with these little pricklies. Good ride.